Hello everybody, welcome. Today we are back in Midnight Club. Hope everyone's doing well today. Ow. That was a much tighter turn than I was expecting. Alright, we got our beautiful Saleen. Let's go become the US champ. And maybe get a few supercars while we're at it as well. Oh my gosh, this thing is absolutely amazing. I know I usually use the McLaren F1. This is very, very beautiful. I am very much enjoying it. Hey, look, there's another like-minded individual. They also have Saleen S7.
Oh yeah, Angel. I heard about him. He rolls in the Saleen.
Yeah, he does. Oh my word. These things are rapid. Wow. It's just got so much grip. Like oodles of grip. And oh my gosh, it's a little bit scary. It is just a little bit scary. That is a very beautiful color for that Selena. That kind of dark burnt orange. That is very nice. Hey, it's the same lady that's probably freezing. Alright, a lot of zigs and zags. We got a supercar. We can handle this. Oh gosh, we literally went through a person there. Thankfully this game doesn't let you run over people. Or unfortunately, depending on your stance on running over people. But right now we are good to go. Oh gosh. Easy there. A lot of fishtailing. We're good now. Big gear time. Try not to hit anything. Alright. One of the few sections we can use nitrous in the supercars because of how quick they get. Oh my word. These things are brutally quick. Oh, we're absolutely destroying it as well with all the jumps and all the bumps. Yes. All good. In the hood. Let's roll. Let's keep going faster. Try to avoid crashing into stuff though. Oh gosh. Easy. Keep it pointed the right direction. Oh my word. The Saleen S7 needs to be used in more racing games. It's an absolutely beautiful vehicle. Really, really cool. Like more like the underrated supercars need to be added. Older supercars need to definitely get their love, get their day in the limelight again. They're getting to the point where they're kind of cult classic, historic vehicles. Really, really cool, important piece of automotive history. But I still absolutely love this. Vehicles like this as well. I am glad that this vehicle is in Midnight Club LA as well. Very, very nice. Very, very cool. Oh, I should have taken that alleyway. I'm getting weird flickering. Oh, that's why. Give me 1 second. After this race, I may need to save. I may need to reset. I forgot I turned off some settings on the emulator, which is why it's being weird right now. So I need to do that real quick. I wonder if I can have them going while we're just regularly playing. I don't need to like reset. I am gonna check though. I'm gonna save real quick and put it up. At the very least, kind of end the series. I mean, easy first race victory against Angel. Everyone's in a Saleen. Level 2 performance plus Class A vehicles. Sweet. That is exactly what we need. Alright, but let's go to look for other races real quick. Need to make sure we save the game. Yeah. Alright, let's see. Game settings. Sheets. Game settings. Where's some patches? Yeah. Okay. So give me 1 second. I'm gonna be muting the game audio because it doesn't get rid of the stuff, all the license stuff. So let's get this all sorted. I was wondering why I was looking so different. It's because it is because of the I didn't have the 60 FPS patch, and the oh yeah, it's running much better now. There we go. All right, I can turn this back on now. Career. Let's continue the career in the S7, the Saleen. There we go. Much better. Much better. I was wondering why it looked so weird. There we go. How's everyone's week been? It's been a little while since I last streamed.
Excellent.
But oh yeah, that looks so much more normal. The car isn't all stretched out. That's what I love about emulation as well. You can do, like, you know, the patches and the fixes and everything. But yeah, this is so much better. It's like, you know, minor fixes to make the game just a lot more playable, a lot more enjoyable with widescreen, because this game doesn't natively support widescreen. That is a lot better. I do like the different vibes each of the cities have as well. Really cool. Like this one has got, you know, just absolutely cold, industrial, a lot of grays, a lot of whites, a lot of browns. But very, you know, very serious, no nonsense and everything. Atlanta's got a lot of like lush greens and everything, and San Diego's got a lot of, you know, bright, warm colors, a lot of oranges and reds and everything. So, very cool. Ooh, alright, we got some Lamborghini Murcielagos. Got some CLK GTRs. And I saw a Chrysler ME412 there as well. I'm gonna be trying to get that as well this stream, as that is a prize car for one of for doing some stuff. Basically, it's for getting all of the by invitation only events. By winning all of them, we've done all the ones in Detroit. And once we're able to go back to either Atlanta or San Diego with more people available to race. Oh gosh, we still haven't raced Naomi. I forgot about that. we still have to race Naomi. Oh, she's in a Class C chopper. She is going to be absolutely demolished by us when we go taking her down. Whoopsie daisies. Ow. Right, I still have zone. I need to use that more. Let's, there we go. You just have to carry a little bit more speed through that section. Make sure we kind of slip through most of the traffic cars. There we go. Very useful once you're in like a higher speed vehicle. In the lower tier, like tuners and everything, basically up until like C class, and up through C class, it's not that useful, and you're better off with a muscle car with roar. Once you get to the fast vehicles, zone is moderately useful, because you get to the speed where you need that extra reaction time, and your car is grippy enough that you can benefit from doing this. I still think that, oh my word, the game should have had multiple exotic classes instead of just the A class exotics, because a lot of the quote unquote tuners. All right, we're gonna need to kind of go do a little bit better now. I don't think this one's gonna go away. Yep. No. Oh, okay. Yes, it did instead go our way. Oh my word, that was a close one.
You must be rolling in paper, Holmes.
Yeah, a little bit. We do have a little bit of money. A nice retirement plan. Midnight, welcome to the stream. How's your day been? How's the past couple days been? I haven't streamed in a little while. Good to see you. Oh man, I'm enjoying myself. I've been doing a lot of work on writing the script and everything, and getting some footage for the Tokyo Extreme Racer review. And it's a lot of fun, but it's a lot of work right now. Playing Thousand Year Door right now. Nice. That's a good game. It is a very, very good. It's been a long time since I last played it, but it is very, very fun. Oh my word. Also, isn't this race also used by Spider? I just realized that a couple of the name characters reuse the same races in the middle of Chapter 8. Oh wow. I forgot how many chapters there are in the game as well. It is it's a reasonably long game. But it's nice in that respect, you know. You get your money's worth, the story, the combat, and everything. It is really, really enjoyable. It's one of my favorite circuits in the game. I mean, for the most part, you don't have too much traffic issues, and you get to reach some really, really high speed. It is a very, very nice circuit. My favorite is the one Atlanta freeway circuits. So that one's a little bit more open, and you can just, you know, it's a lot of traffic though, so you're just constantly weaving through traffic on the highway, and that one is really, really fun because it's just, you know, it kind of just tests your ability to kind of navigate all the traffic and stuff, and it's a lot like, you know, what street racers kind of do with, you know, the high speeds on the freeway and all that stuff. So, granted, an over-exaggerated version, because, you know, the nitrous is super, super quick and the cars are either super grippy or just very, very slidey. Either way, they're going around corners at incredibly high speeds. But yeah, still really, really cool. But this one's a lot of fun as well, especially once you're in a vehicle that's has parity, you know, to the other vehicles.
Hey there, I got some new parts.
I played this game in a little bit. Actually, I've been trying to beat Paper Mario. Ah, yeah, that one is a very, 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 very nice game. I got a question. So I kind of asked this on the Discord as well. I'll try the one line in this thing. Oh yeah, that'd be. I have to look into getting that working. I have to look into getting that working and everything, as it's you know, you have to kind of you have to kind of almost like fake a server or whatever. Yeah, I have to look into that, because it is possible. I remember reading up on that a little bit. Maybe I am not super knowledgeable about online doing that type of stuff, but I definitely would love to kind of try that. It'd be fun. Also want to try to get for Mondays. Oh, music. Every tutorials here on YouTube.
So,
Sweet.
You beat the Girl Guide car clubs, eh, Mr. Swinger? You must think you're the real deal. Wake up, Jack. You know, a lot of people think there's something special until life teaches them a lesson.
Uh-huh.
See, there's these people who really run the street racing scene in this country. And they're putting together a final series of races against the best drivers, the biggest lunatics around.
Okay, cool.
There's a nice little prize for the winner.
Yeah.
Good luck.
All right, let's do it. Let's do it. The final few. But yeah, no, 60 frames for graphics captions. It does. That is one of the downsides. It makes everything else better, but the captions, the captions are absolutely broken. It's kind of funny though. Although I do feel bad for anyone who usually relies on the captions and everything.
Racers are all over the city. Take them out one by one if you want to reach the top.
Ooh, Roy is here. Roy is in Detroit. I like how Roy, you know, he has a Mopar vehicle every single step of the way. You think, you know, his final vehicle would be the Chrysler ME412, right?
Hey, don't forget, man, US champ races are
But,
serious. There's a lot at stake.
but instead,
It's all about pride on the line. You gotta go
his
through
final
these
vehicle
events
is a
and
McLaren
stand
F1. Like, nope, it's multiple different American vehicles.
Don't be afraid, man. Go get those street races.
What question was going to ask? Oh, yeah.
Not proving it
I was
push
wondering
street
what
racing career as far as you
what
can.
kind of arcade racer you guys wanted me to do for the Mondays stream. I was thinking either, you know, doing the next Tokyo Extreme Racer game, Tokyo Extreme Racer 0, or maybe do something a little bit, another kind of more obscure arcade racer, like either like Churro Q or Juiced. I got all three of them. All three of them do run. I did test all of them, and I want to see, you know, kind of wanted to see what people wanted me to play on the Discord server, but no one responded to that, but that's okay. I see Juice. All right, sounds good. Juice is great. It's basically almost like a mix of Need for Speed Underground and Need for Speed Pro Streets kind of together. It's got like, you know, the legal closed course circuit and drag and sprint racing of you know, Pro Streets, but with the customization that you'd find in a Need for Speed Underground game. And it's a lot of fun. Although four-wheel drive vehicles are going to be, they are broken in that game. Fully super OP. They completely break the class system. You know, things like, you know, the Subaru Imprezas, the Skylines, and especially the Mitsubishi 3000 GT. Maybe in the future you consider playing the first few Super Mario games with the RPG shooters. Yeah, definitely. I've currently picked the RPG game for the Wednesday. That's why I got the Game Boy emulator working. Part of the reason why I got the Game Boy emulator working was to play Golden Sun. But I kind of want to do maybe a little bit later this year, like kind of in, like, you know, the fall, do like, you know, a week or so where it's just I stream nothing but like either bad ports or just bad games in general. For example, like what the bus? For example, like Flat Out 3, which is almost universally regarded as one of the worst racing games ever created. Try to see if I can't get big rigs, over the road racing. Maybe do the Game Boy ports of the first Midnight Club. You know, that type of stuff. I think that would be kind of fun as well. I haven't really played too many outside of the first Ford Racing. I haven't played too many bad or, you know, mediocre racing games. Most of the racing games we played have been really, really good. That's new doing Super Mario. You can use the same really often. Oh, okay, sweet. Yeah, that one I'm vaguely familiar with. Cause my cousin's a big Nintendo guy. He collects a lot of the original hardware and stuff, but he also does emulators as well, just for extra game preservation. He mainly plays the platformers and stuff like that. But yeah, it's really, really, really cool. Dolphin is a very, very nice emulator. I still wish Nintendo would release games on like Steam though. Like that would be so cool. Like it doesn't have to be like their modern games. It could literally be like, you know, they're like super classic games and stuff like that. Like, you know, keep it, you know, at least a couple console generations behind. You know, do maybe NES, SNES, and like the Game & Watch series or whatever. I also think there's a Nintendo 64 emulator out there. There is. I believe so anyway. There is. I thought there was one. I'll have to double check. Ow. We're getting absolutely brutalized. Okay, yeah, no, we're getting caught up in the rest of the mess. Getting lost in the sauce. But, you know, I definitely want to try out a lot of like the Nintendo RPGs and everything. That'd be a lot of fun. Only downside is with the length of RPGs is it does take a while to, you know, move from one to the next. So you're usually playing, you're usually having, you know, it usually is much longer form playthrough. So it takes a while to get to other games and stuff like that. Like we've done, you know, plenty of racing games. Granted, we've dedicated more days to playing the racing games. We've only really done like 3 RPG streams, and it's it's kind of, you know, it just shows how long, you know, RPG games are. 3 RPGs? No, we've only done 2 actually. I need a Wiimote and a sensor bar for Super. Okay. That is easily obtainable for me. At my parents' house, the Wii no longer works, but the sensor bar, and I'm sure the Wii remotes, gonna need to get batteries for them, those do work, and we still have those. So that shouldn't be too difficult. I do have some space on my desk. I do have some sticky tack. I could probably put this, I can probably sticky tack the sensor bar. Might be better to sticky tack it kind of below the one screen. Trying to see, I'll have to see where the best place to put the sensor bar would be. But yeah, no, it wouldn't be, mounting it wouldn't be too difficult. So yeah, that aspect isn't too much of a hassle. And our poor Saleen is getting absolutely destroyed here. A lot of damage. Only thing I don't like about the game is, you know, you spend all this time customizing your vehicle. You know, it's your baby, and then like the races, even if you're trying to race clean, you can completely, you know, your car is covered in scrapes and everything. I'll probably find a game controller adapter and a wireless controller from Walmart. Ooh.
Wow.
That'd be a good option
Took
too.
that one quick. Nice going.
Yeah, cause I do still have a GameCube controller. I need to find an adapter, but I do have a couple GameCube controllers back in my parents' house as well. So that's not too much of an issue. We can do that. Ooh, Yoshi is available to race as well. A lot of people to race.
Don't forget to take on those street racers. It's the fastest way to progress through career. Not to mention earn parts, cash, and all kinds of stuff.
Yeah, Oscar, you don't think I'm aware of that? I have already unlocked pretty much everything. You really don't need to tell me that. Probably send a link to the news. Sure.
Don't be afraid, man. Go get those street races. I know you got
I think that'd be kind of fun.
Now prove it and push your street racing career
I have to
as
look
far as
into
you
that, and I
can.
may have to wait a little bit. Cause I just started the new job. I haven't gotten paid yet. I get paid monthly now at the new position, which is very weird. I'm gonna have to like readjust like budgeting and everything. But you know, it is still very nice. But yeah, once I start getting paid regularly, I can definitely begin doing that. I also want to eventually upgrade the CPU on my computer. That might be a early next year thing, depending. But obviously, this is all up in the air. I want to do some of the PlayStation 3 emulation stuff. Play Midnight Club Los Angeles. Play some like GT5, Gran Turismo 5, Gran Turismo 6. Then again, that could also be done with a capture card. Although my PS3 is very much showing its age, so I have to kind of weigh the pros and cons and everything. Capture card would be cheaper and also allow me to play PS4 and PS5 games and everything. But yeah, PS3 is very old. It's showing its age. It's been to college and back multiple times. It's been well used, shall we say? But yeah, I'll have to see what would be a good idea. Might be a good idea to just upgrade the PC anyway, just because I know with the VTubing software and recording and streaming at the same time because I'm recording gameplay footage while I stream separately. It is fairly tough on the CPU. And while the GPU is not bad on the PC, the GPU can handle most of the stuff I throw at it. The CPU is definitely right now the limiting factor. Which I wasn't expecting that when I first built the PC. I was expecting more things to use to the GPU. But nope, it's the CPU that's being, you know, really used quite a bit. At least the cooling system's robust enough that it can handle a lot of load. And I did have a fairly robust power supply as well to make room for upgrades in the future, which is good.
I taught you well, Holmes.
Sure thing, Oscar. But yeah, no, lot of plans and everything, a lot of stuff working on. Also planning on maybe doing, probably, very likely doing VTuber GT as well for the Saturday streams, which will be fun. You're about to do a boss fight against the Shadow Sides. Oh, best of luck. Yeah, boss fights in the Paper Mario games are no joke. Those things, good luck with that. They are very powerful. Especially if you're like me and you don't really do a whole lot of level grinding. You mainly just play the games for like the story and stuff like that, and just, you know, take encounters as they come. We don't actively like seek out to grind. Boss fights in RPGs definitely, definitely are very tricky. All right, come on. Everybody's using the nitrous to get a little bit more airtime there. I don't know if that's necessarily a good idea. I'm gonna try to save my nitrous for a little bit. Maybe if I use that later on, it'll be better. Okay, so I gotta wait until after the highway to make the right turn. That was my mistake. There we go, that's better. This one's definitely one of the trickier races just because of how much of the checkpoints, how far apart they are. Oh gosh. Oh, this is a lap race too. Cool. That's a long lap race. Alright, nice and easy. Get back up into the lead. Use a little bit of the speed that Saleen has. This is definitely grippier than the McLaren. The McLaren is maybe a little bit fast on the straightaways. This can handle corners quite nicely. Oh, we definitely needed to use a little bit more nitrous that lap. Note to self, we can use that. We can do that. Easy. Get the car to slide around the corner. Very nice. Maybe tap the brakes, get it in. A little bit of air time, get the car to land planted. There we go. Sharp right hand. Alright, sweet. Gunner on the outside so we can carry more. So we should be able to carry more speed. That's not how it went, but you know. That was the intention. Alright. Oh boy. Saved it. Yeah, this at this speed zone usually becomes useful. That's the last nitrous. There's still a little bit of road left. We can try to catch back up to the leader. Yep, leader had an issue. Oh boy, easy there. That section there, the ghetto section, where you're racing between all the destroyed buildings. That is not an easy section at this speed. Very, very tricky. Zone makes it very, very difficult. Nice. Alright, that's another racer down. Getting a lot of races in Detroit. Sending him backpacking. That's a beautiful Lamborghini, though. Alright, now let's head to Caesar. Call us Brutus because we're gonna be stabbing Caesar in the back.
You made it, man. You've been putting in a lot of work and you finally got here. I'm
Yeah.
proud of you, but it ain't over. Not till you take it all. Now get out there and take what's rightfully yours.
Oh yeah, don't worry. We're gonna be the top racer. We got this.
It all comes down to this, man. The U.S. champ races. Everyone's gonna be watching, waiting to see who goes home with the prize.
It's gonna be us. Hi there, Caesar. Caesar. There we go. There we go. You found your way. Which direction are you going, Caesar? Caesar. Oh, really? You could have just said, hey, just literally go straight away. Just straight here. Nope, follow me 2 blocks to the race start. Okay, I see how it is. I see how it is. Ah, that's fine. Oh boy, a lot of Chrysler ME 412s here. Absolutely gorgeous. Alright, let's roll. This race, the Behemoth. It is a Behemoth. It takes you all around the city. Every site, you are going to see it. Oh boy, easy there. Try to, oh boy. Forgot about that jump there. That's fine, we still have plenty of time. Let's make sure we don't lose too much momentum though. Make sure we keep our speed. Midnight Club, it's all about making sure you carry momentum, even if you're sliding around everywhere. Pinballing off the walls, as long as you're still going fast, you can win the race. Oh, thankfully the devs were smart enough not to make that a, not make that have a hitbox. It can literally go through that without any consequence. Get some fuel. Hi there. Wave to the man behind the register at the gas station. Give said poor man a heart attack because, oh my gosh, we nearly blew up the place. Sweet. Alright, let's go. Open road, lots of speed. Yes, this thing, very nice. Very cool. I like how as well, like a lot once you get to like the US champion races and everything, a lot of the races are like partially daytime. It's like the night is almost over. You're getting to the very last races. It is almost dawn. Where's this dusk? I don't know. I don't know my directions. It is dawn. Sun's rising in the east. Very sweet. Yum. Nice. Alright, final loop. Big loop here. Make sure we maintain our speed. No more sharp turns. Okay, we got one sharp turn, but that's not going to matter too much. Make sure we avoid traffic. Watch out on the crossroads. Watch out on the blind turns. Don't do that. I'm back. Did you beat them? Nice job. then the final section. Boom. First race of Caesar. It is done. Getting a little bit of money now. And the Saleen there. The Saleen is expensive. But it is definitely worth it. Oh, when I got down to 3 hit points now. Oh my word. That's the fun part of like the RPGs is when you just barely, you know, make it through. That is the fun stuff. Whether it be, you know, the video game RPGs or the tabletop RPGs, like your, you know, the D&D and everything. You take down the final boss, you know, you guys are barely standing, the boss goes down. Like, you know, you're basically doing like all the risky maneuvers, trying to make sure you don't die. And that's the fun. That is the fun of it. Alright, easy. Alright, that's less easy. Okay, alright. Cool. We're doing okay so far. This is another huge race. That's one thing I like about the end game races though, is they take you across the entire city, which is really, really cool. And it's like the you know, like the sort of the final curtain call of the game, showing you all the set pieces, all the different sections you've raced past, you know, dozens if not hundreds of times before. And it's basically kind of testing your knowledge of the city, which is really, really cool as well. That's weird. He had the left turn signal on, but he went to the right. Michigan drivers, am I right? Woo. Easy there. Try to avoid all the traffic. Try to avoid damaging our car too much. It's already a little bit bent. A little bit damaged. I mean, you don't race through the city at 200 some miles an hour, taking jumps without heavily damaging your machine. Oh, okay. I see what's going on here. This is gonna be fun. We're gonna be basically cutting across the entire city. We're basically gonna be doing a loop around the entire city on the freeway, really getting to our car's top speed, and then we're gonna be cutting across the city back down to the south side. Yes. I gotta ask though, with you playing 1,000 Year Door, what has been your favorite moment so far with that? 'Cause it is a very, very, very nice game. Very, very cool. A lot of really, really awesome characters. A lot of funny moments. Oh gosh. I also love the Mario and Luigi games as well. Those are very, very fun. Love Chapter 3. Yeah. Nice. Oh gosh. What was your favorite part about Chapter 3? Any particular characters? Any favorites? You know, battles? I'm not too sure we're gonna make it. Okay, never mind. We spun him around. Saved it.
Not bad, fool. Not bad at all.
Nice. All right, we got I think one more racer in Detroit. Outside combat focus that chapter. Oh yeah, so you're the war gamer and everything. Very, very cool. That's the thing. I always enjoy kind of like, you know, when RPGs have like different combat mechanics as well. Kind of it makes them different, makes them unique to each other. Very, very fun.
This is it. The best of the best. Lots of cash on the line. Bragging rights for the winner, and let's not forget that beautiful
Murcielago. Yep. You know, but I always that's why I especially like the turn-based RPGs as well, because usually with them they usually have to kind of add like extra, you know, extra complexity that you kind of really have to think about when you're going through, and it's very fun. Like Final Fantasy X. Now that one, the combat for that was a lot of fun. You had different, you know, creatures that were resistant to magic, creatures that were weak to magic, different elemental resistances and weaknesses, different ranges and everything. So it made most of the characters, with the exception of Kimari, and a little bit of Titus until he got a little bit fast, until you got the time warp spells and everything. It made those battles a lot of fun. It made pretty much everyone really useful as well. Alright, let's do the by invitation only races here. Shouldn't have too much issue. Yeah, got a Lamborghini Gallardo and the McLaren F1. Why is the McLaren F1 behind the Gallardo? The Gallardo is so much quicker. I mean, so much slower. It's so much something. Like I said, I wish, you know, they kind of nerfed some of the lower tier A-class exotics and put them in B-class as an exotic class. I think that would have been really fun. Because otherwise, you don't really use them that much, unless you're like really strapped for cash and you're just hoping it's at least a little bit faster than your B-class card. But you know, that doesn't make sense. Why you do that? That'd be an interesting challenge though, using like the lower tier A-class cars for A-class events. It'd be very tricky though, because you would be very you'd be at a pretty major disadvantage later on in the career mode. Ow. Yeah, but I like the different color palettes of the city. Like Atlanta is like super very green. Even the sky, if you look at it, it's kind of almost got like a greenish or kind of greenish tint to it. But you got lots of trees, lots of green spaces everywhere. You know, it's got a lot of parks and everything. But it's kind of contrasted with all the red brick buildings, kind of older buildings compared to like San Diego. Where San Diego's got a lot more, you know, oranges and, you know, blues and everything. It's really cool. It adds more to the you know, the different vibes of each of the city.
I told you there was punks.
Yeah, they was indeed punks. Next race. Yes. I wanna get the ME412. Everyone else already has all the ME412s. Here we are in a Saleen. Everyone else, oh, we got one of the guy in the McLaren F1. Like this is literally more McLaren F1s. Not more. Sorry. More ME412s than have ever existed. And everyone is literally just in Atlanta racing them, you know, at 200 miles an hour through the city streets. Oh well, it's a video game. That aspect's not supposed to be realistic. It's, you know, power fantasy. Ow. What stopped us? Okay. Well, that was interesting. Alright. Come on, we need to gain a little bit of time. Jump over the opponents, jump over the traffic. Alright, easy. This is a very short sprint. A very tricky race as well, because you basically have to, you know, you basically have to know the city by heart. Make sure you don't get caught up in traffic and everything. And there's very little room for mistakes. So you're just trying to make sure that you don't make any of that mistakes. Just trying to make sure you don't make any of those errors. not sure what do you think is the more difficult of the American cities in terms of like the course design and everything. So for me it's I usually find Detroit more difficult due to the opponents. The courses themselves are actually a little bit on the easier side, at least for me. Whereas Atlanta's got a lot of gotcha sections that are very if you don't know exactly where they are, you will be hurting a little bit. Oh gosh. Okay, this works. This puts us on a straight shot towards the finish line. Not the finish line, but it puts us on a straight shot towards the last orange flare before we head to the red flare. Okay. Oh my word. This is a fast vehicle. We got this though. Hey officer, how fast was I going? Too fast. Way too fast. Invisible hitboxes there. Alright. A little bit of the zone. Final boost. Full speed ahead. Ending at the Mega Kitty. Yes.
What I tell you, homie, is nothing to be scared of.
That was a fairly difficult race. That one was a little bit tricky. Man, everyone's got the Emmy. Alright, let's go. Granted, all the cities are really nice. If they ever remaster, granted, I don't know if they ever will because of the sheer amount of licensing required between the vehicles and all the songs and everything. But if they ever do remaster the the original Midnight Club trilogy, I would love to see a photo mode added. That is definitely one feature I'd love to see because there's so much. Like you spend all this time customizing your vehicle. The cities themselves are fairly, even by today's standard, they're pretty well detailed, very nice looking. They have a lot of personality and everything, very memorable. Like being able to take a picture of your vehicle, in different spots and everything, or in action, and then being able to share it on the interwebs or the socials and all that. Like that would be really cool to do. Oh boy. Alright, that's gonna be a little bit difficult. Hang on a second. We need to gain some time. We need to gain some time back. Oh boy. We don't have a whole lot of time to gain the time back. Thankfully, most people... Nope. Most people were pretty close. Okay, too fast. We made it work, though. That's the other thing as well with a lot of the cities. Instead, design it so if you miss one turn, you're not immediately out of the race. You can kind of salvage it a little bit, which is nice. The open-ended nature of the races. Granted, it also makes it difficult as can be because there are some sections that are gonna be much faster than others, and you just have to know where they are. We stick really close to the AI and hope they don't wreck out like that. Ouch! That poor truck driver. He got a face full of supercar. There we go. Alright, let's get ourselves lined up first. There we go, that's what we needed. We can and cut to the left. Immediately back to the right. Alright, we don't have too much left. Let's make sure we make this count. Through the park. One of many parks. Zoom. Oh boy. Going the opposite direction and through a blind turn. Gotta be careful. Gotta be very careful. Yes. Alright, the final straights. Yes. There we go. Beautiful.
What I tell you, Issy, it's nothing to be scared of.
I don't know, these Atlanta races are more difficult than the Detroit ones. The Detroit ones weren't that bad. But these Atlanta races, they're a little bit tricky. Alright, we got some vehicle variety now. Somewhat. It's basically Saleen S7 and McLaren F1s. Almighty. That is a very, very nice reference. In case you're wondering, in the one movie Bruce Almighty, granted, I'm not sure what came first, when that came out, but in the movie Bruce Almighty, the main character, once he gets the powers of God, he turns his car into a Saleen S7, and it is absolutely beautiful. Is it a black Saleen S7? I'm trying to remember what color he made it. But that may be a nice reference to that actual movie, if possible. Or if I may be wrong. I'm probably wrong. That wouldn't be the first time I get egg on my face. But no, the main character in Bruce Almighty does indeed turn his old Datsun into a Saleen S7 when he does get the powers of God. That bus just teleported. Interesting. Okay. I gotta be real careful here. Zone. There they go. It's like a Hot Wheels track there. Making sure you don't get T-boned. I do love a lot of the exotic cars in this game though. Really, really nice looking. Ow. Really, really cool. Ow. Okay. Okay, this one's actually a lot easier. Send us also careening roof first into a building.
Alright, you got game? We all know that.
Nice. We have a lot of races to do before we get that Chrysler. But it'll be a very, very nice vehicle once we get it. Ooh, a Pagani Zonda. Oh, lots of Pagani Zondas. Beautiful. With the Mercedes AMG V12 hand-built engines. Absolutely amazing. Personally, between the two, between the Zonda and the Huayra, I'm sorry, I got a soft spot for the lighter weight and more angular Zonda. Ow. That is very, very painful. We literally hit a cop head on. This is not Need for Speed Most Wanted. We can't do that. Oh boy. Come on, go, 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 go. Nope. This is a quick race though, very, very fun. Well, basically you're using a nitrous nearly full, pretty much the entire time. Heavy traffic, very shallow turns, so you're keeping your speed up pretty much the entire time. Very, very fun. And each lap it feels like it just gets quicker and quicker as well. Past the Mega Kitty. Ah, the things they got away with in this game, though. It is very, The fact that they got away with it only being an E10 game is very, very, very impressive. Bravo for slipping things past the radar, Rockstar. Very, 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 very nice job. Oh, easy. Hell. Welcome to True Breaking Hair. Hello. Welcome. We're trying to do a little bit more of the by invitation only races in order to make some progress towards getting the wonderful Chrysler ME412. We're also trying to beat some of the final racers. Spicy, very, very spicy. We're in a Saleen S7 now. We're basically kind of in the end game stages of the game, at least with the main career. Got a couple racers here that we can also race. Ooh, Alex Yen. Yes, please.
Don't forget to take on those street racers. It's the fastest way to progress to a career. Not to mention earn parts, cash,
Spicy.
and all kinds
Oh,
of stuff.
Spicy, welcome. Hope you're doing well. Long time no see. Yeah, right now we're doing Midnight Club 3. Closer to the end of the game. But still really, really fun. Still a long way to go before we unlock that Lamborghini Murcielago though. For the final, being the US champ. But yeah, it's gonna be really, really cool. That guy's got awesome hair. Awesome afro. Alright, let's do this. Easy. Nice. Alright, we're already off to a great start, carrying lots of speed. Gotta make sure we don't lose that at all. Now the keys to the city race, it is a very, very, very long one. Because it does go over the entire course. The entire city. A lot of high speed sections though. Which is very good, very nice. Really showcases a lot of the Class A cars' speed. Cut through the park here. But yeah, these laps would go on for a little bit. It's usually about a minute and a half to two-ish minutes, give or take. But this is, you know, a lot of flow. And then you have a tight technical final sector that does make it very, very tricky, especially in the second lap when the opponents do catch up to you a little bit. So you got to make sure you have plenty of distance to them before the starts, before you get into that sector for the final lap. Easy there. Gotta watch out for traffic as well. Traffic in this game, it is pretty heavy. Hello there, officer. Get the car turned in. Oh boy, we're not gonna make it. Between the truck, that's better. What do the crashes look like in this game? So the crash in this game, because this is an older game. This is a game from 2005, 2006. The crashes in this game are much more kind of standard. You hit something, your car does get a little bit, a little bit smashed up, paint gets scraped and everything. But more so, the main draw of this game is, the massive, open world maps. That even during the races, you can pretty much take any route you want between checkpoints. Another main draw is the sheer high-speed, frantic driving you're doing, where you're pretty much always, even early on in the game, you're constantly over, 150 miles an hour. At the end of the game, you're usually usually well over 200 miles an hour in most sections. and it's you know, trying to control a vehicle through that section, you know, with the speed and the narrow section. It's a really, really cool game. The Midnight Club series in general, definitely a bit more underrated compared to the Need for Speed series. But I definitely recommend checking it out if you ever get the chance, either via emulator or through native hardware. Either way, all three games are genuinely enjoyable. Though in my opinion, I kind of enjoy the simplicity of 1 and the customization of 3. 2 doesn't quite do it for me. 2 is still an enjoyable experience, but it's definitely the most frustrating of the original trilogy for me. 3 is nearly as difficult, but you at least have lots of other customization options, lots of other things you can throw at opponents, or things that you can do that opponents can't, to kind of make it a little bit more balanced, so you can kind of cope with the high speed. For example, the muscle cars, they get roar, which, you know, makes opponents, you know, swerve out of the way, and you can use them to kind of make the opponents wreck. Tuners, exotics, and the split bikes, they get zone, which is what you saw there, where the game kind of slows down, and you're trying to, you know, it allows you basically to navigate your vehicle through tight, twisty sections without losing too much speed. And it's, you know, it's all very, very cool. And then the SUVs and the luxury cars, they get aggro, which basically lets you plow through heavy traffic and other opponents without losing speed. And it is good. Basically, the general gist of this game is you want to make sure that you are at a high speed pretty much the entire time. Like, you do not want to stop. You want to make sure that you are doing everything in your power to maintain speed. Whether that's avoiding traffic or, you know, taking a slightly longer route in order to keep your speed up. That is the big thing. But that gets progressively more difficult the faster your vehicle gets as well. And this is basically an endgame car here. This is the Saleen S7. And it is a very, very quick car. But it is very, very fun to drive as well. Very grippy. It can handle corners like a champ. Other A-class cars include, you know, other exotics like, you know, the Mercedes CLK GTR, which is this vehicle you see here to our left now. You can see the Pagani Zonda to the far left, the Chrysler ME 412 to the right. And there is, you know, plenty. Ow. Yeah, you don't want to do that, because you basically are scrambling to get back up to speed as quickly as possible. And it is very, very difficult if you don't have other opponents around you to get back up with them. If you have other opponents within, you know, that you can still see, you have a shot. But if they get far enough ahead that you can't see them anymore, it becomes very much more difficult to get back up in their contact with them in order to you know, pass them. If you're close though, passing them's not too difficult. Because usually they'll make a major mistake like hitting traffic, or, you know, they might overshoot a jump or something like that. Plus also you do get the what's known as slipstream turbo, where if you are right behind an opponent, you get basically something that's a little bit less powerful than nitrous, but still very, very, you know, you can use it pretty much indefinitely, as long as you have someone to draft off of to fill up the meter. And it's great because, especially if you have a lot of opponents kind of in a row, what you can do is you can slipstream turbo off of one to get up to the next one, slipstream turbo off of them, and you can basically kind of chain it together. And it's like using like a whole bunch of nitruses in a row, and you get some serious speed off of that as well. You basically, you know, can reach some really, really high speeds, and it's basically how you get kind of make up a deficit. But even then, the slipstream turbo is a very useful tool. Which is also why going up against bikes is very challenging, because bikes you can't slipstream off of, and that makes bike opponents very difficult. Other car opponents, even opponents in vehicles that are faster than yours, you can take them out without too much issue. Usually, it's usually when there's a motorcycle thrown into the mix where it gets much more tricky. That's a beautiful car though, the COK GTR. Very nice. We got a Saleen. Lot of cars that basically were designed for like the GT1 style racing as well. The Halo cars from that time period. Ow. Alright, go. Alright, come on, we want to make sure we don't lose the leader. As long as we can stay up with the leader, we should be good for a little bit. Kind of watch them a little bit, see if they make any mistakes. Ow. Ow. Yeah, no, we are pinballing everywhere. Yeah, this is the end game of this game. It does get a little bit easier compared to basically when you first enter Detroit. But it is still a challenging series of races, challenging series of racers as well. Pretty much everyone's in a top tier vehicle. Some of the fastest cars in the game, some of the longest and trickiest tracks. Basically, you'll either beat them on your first try because the opponents usually can't always handle them, or you will be stuck retrying them at least a couple of times because you can't quite handle them. Either way though, this is a beautiful course. You see pretty much the entire city. You're near the end. Yeah, if I remember correctly, I think there's only like 9 or 10 chapters in Thousand Year Door. Granted, it's still a really enjoyable experience. Oh, I should also do the Mario and Luigi games. I've only played Bowser's Inside Story, but I definitely want to play a lot of the other ones as well. I've heard a lot of the other ones made prior to that are also very good. Oh, that is a building. That is indeed a building. Chapter 8's the last one. Oh, it's shorter than I remember. It is shorter than I remember. Nice. I wish you the best of luck against the final boss. Save the world. Scritchity scratch. It's still like 40 hours long. I mean, that's not bad for an RPG length. That is a very solid length. If we did average stream length and everything like that, 2.5-ish hours. That'd be 16-ish streams, 15-ish streams, somewhere in that range, give or take. Which is about 4 months. But still, really enjoyable. You get to get immersed in the world. You get to see, all the characters. You get to see all the character development. Ouch! We got called the Beast. Are we doing 1,000 Year Door tonight? Nice. What's the next one up on the list? What's the next one up on the list to play through after 1,000 Year Door? Oh, Naomi, she was from earlier. She was from earlier in the the career mode, but we just never raced her. She's gonna get obliterated by literally everyone here. Alright, let's go. Cause the fastest choppers, alright, fastest choppers are C-class cars. But we are all in A-class cars. And yeah, Chopper's already a little bit underpowered. I'm gonna play the Rich Pokemon Race, and I'm very fast. Nah, that's fine. I mean, always good to, you know, play whatever games you want or whatever you have access to and everything. I think I remember us talking about this. The Need for Speed games that I played when I was a kid. Perhaps B class. Oh, they B class? Oh yeah, they are. They feel slower than B class. They feel so much slower than B class. Okay, so it's only one class gap. It's just that usually when you're facing them, usually you're in a C class vehicle, which usually means they're usually, you know, kind of annoying because you're usually up against much faster opponents. Or you're in, you know, your supercar, your A-class supercar, and it's basically trivial. There is no in between. But yeah, no, I remember. Choppers are B class. Ow. Alright, easy. Gotta see where the game takes us. As much as I don't like the choppers, though, I do like driving the sport bikes in the other sport bike races. It is a lot of fun. Oh gosh. Oh good. Thank you for this. Thank you for that parking lot game.
Not bad, fool.
Not bad at all. Nope, not bad one bit. Alright, 2 more Naomi races, and I think that's the last of the Atlanta people. Then we're heading to San Diego, back to the other coast. Get the beaches, get the warm. Naomi, she's got a chopper and a prayer. I think all I need to do is defeat Sir Brutus. Gosh, I don't quite remember the ending. I do remember the final boss being, granted it's been a while since I played, but I do remember the final boss being a bit on the difficult side. But yeah, it's a lot of fun though. The final boss and final bosses usually make or break RPGs. It's, you know, the last enemy you face, you usually get to see, you know, a whole bunch of, you know, you get to use all of your abilities that you've gathered throughout the career, through the campaign, and you're finally going up against, you know, a very tough opponent. Well, occasionally they have moves that, you know, let you completely cheese them. For example, you Yevon in Final Fantasy X, super weak sauce to the using full life and a zombie move on him. But I mean, it more than makes up for it with how difficult Jekt is. Jekt is incredibly challenging. I'm gonna try to beat this game 100% on stream. Yes. Yep. This game I am definitely gonna be 100%ing all the Tokyo stuff, all the different car clubs. So with that, it's, you know, it's enjoyable to do. It's not necessarily grinding. It's just, you know, different vehicles or different races and everything. It's more so like the things that require like excess grinding or like massive amounts of backtracking to do that I'm not a big fan of. Like I was looking up how to get all the legendary weapons, the celestial weapons, the collectibles. Oh, we haven't done any of those yet. Yeah, we'll be doing that too. We'll be doing that too. Ironically, I've never really done much of the collectibles. I'll have to see if there's So I don't want to just kind of waste people's time on the stream. I may probably use a guide for the collectibles, but otherwise I'll be yeah, definitely going for 100% completion. So if I remember correctly, when I was younger, I only really got all the collectibles in San Diego, but like in Detroit and in Atlanta, I didn't really bother them as much because I think the San Diego collectibles, all they do is give you like license plates. To see me try to 100% MCLA when you play that later. Ironically enough, I did platinum the game back in its PS3 days. Like I even did all the goal attack stuff and everything. I did the win 20 ranked matches in online mode. And that one I didn't know about trophy boosting yet, so it was basically that one was difficult. That one was very, very difficult because there were some people that were very, very high ranking, very, very quick. Oh gosh. And usually if they were in the lobby or if they were, doing the rank races, I didn't have a chance. I was okay-ish, but not at their level. Like they're frequently, I'd run into like, top 10 guys on the rankings, and you're like, oh, damn it. gotta do it at a different time then. But yeah, no, that one's a lot of fun. I did enjoy the different champions and stuff. Really, really cool. I did kind of use the absolutely broken Ducati 1098R because bikes in Mini Club LA were absolutely overpowered, 100% overpowered. Like, and you basically, the speed of the bike, you get that speed, you get top tier vehicle speed for $10,000-$20,000. You look at the comparable supercars, and they're multiple hundreds of thousands, and you're just like, yep, why would I go for a supercar if I can just ride a bike? Combine that with either the level 3 zone or the level 3 aggro, and basically the main issue that the bikes had, where you'd fall off if you hit something, kind of got completely negated, especially with the aggro, when you're doing a lot more like the heavy traffic races and all that. Because you could literally, if you're going around a blind turn, you could literally just activate aggro, and oh, there's cars in the way, don't care, still taking your line, still going as fast as possible. That definitely broke the game a little bit, is using the is being able to kind of mix and match the abilities with different car classes. But it's still a lot of fun though. Also could play LA Remix. Yeah, definitely. Definitely. I need to get a PSE emulator working on the PC. Right now I've got the Dreamcast emulator, the PlayStation 2, PlayStation 1, and Game Boy. I am running out of. I need to get more storage. I need to get another solid state hard drive, another solid state hard drive for more storage. 'Cause right now, oh my gosh, between videos, all the different pictures and everything like that, and assets, and all the games, I am using like 70% of a 2 terabyte hard drive. It is a lot. PSP emulator can basically run on a potato. It's very easy to set up. Oh, sweet. That's good. So the other two PlayStation emulators, granted, DuckStation wasn't as bad, but the PlayStation 2 emulator, that one, granted, it was the first one I tried. That one was a tricky one to get set up and working properly. And even then, I religiously test games beforehand to see if there's any issues before I even attempt even mention them on stream. And as long as the issues aren't too bad, like I know GTA 3 had a little bit of frame stuttering on my PC, but otherwise was you know completely playable, which is good. But I do a little bit of testing. I think so though. Lots of games on the PC. So many games. I definitely need more storage. I got plenty of slots still available on the motherboard. I just need to kind of take, you know, get some time to take things apart, get it installed, and get the new drive set up and everything. That'll take a little bit. That may be, you know, a extended weekend or a week-long project, just to make sure we get that all in, make sure, you know, test everything and all that. But that'll be a little while. That'll be a little while. Right now, I'm not looking to do any upgrades anytime soon. Right now, it's more so just kind of get back into the swing of things with, you know, the new job. Oh gosh, you hit a bus. And all of that. Oh boy, come on, let's go. Give me a little bit of speed. It's been a while since we've been back in San Diego. And while the roads are much wider, while the streets are more forgiving here, it's still got its own trickiness. Very smooth sliding though. Very pretty. I think of the three cities, San Diego definitely looks the best. It's definitely the most picturesque. You know, got a lot of bright, vibrant colors. You know, a lot of, you know, high-end, you know, luxury areas and everything that you'd expect to see, you know, supercars and sports cars and, you know, the gorgeous classic muscle cars by. Really cool. You do got a couple industrial districts as well, but even then, you know, they're still very cool. Of the three, it's definitely my favorite city. Jeez, you see that one person to completely yeet a car. Come on, they shouldn't be having aggro. They shouldn't be having aggro. They're exotic cars. Oh, come on. Overtake. Wait, literally. Just Monica.
Alright, homie. Don't be getting no big head now.
No, don't worry. I have a very small head. I want to get back on a game like a few Memphis Grizzlies cars. That'd be kind of cool. It's a very nice color combination as well. I think that could be done. You know, make it look really cool. That's the thing I like about like the more modern racing games though, is the livery editor. Especially like iRacing, the trading paints. I've been watching some people like create liveries on like the trading paints software for iRacing, and oh my gosh, you have like literal like pixel level precision for creating, you know, the livery. It's basically just Photoshop, but you know, with the vehicle templates, and it is very cool because you basically get to create your own vehicles exactly the way you want. At least the livery. The cars are kind of limited in iRacing. You can't customize the actual, you know, body panels or anything like that. But still, creating your own liveries on vehicles is cool. If I made the Detroit Pistons car, yeah, exactly. You create the cars for, you know, to kind of represent the sports teams. You know, a lot of cool color combinations. Very nice. That's the thing I miss about, you know, I kind of miss the Rate My Ride. Rate My Ride was like a really cool feature, and I wish more like street racing, you know, customization racing games had it available. So it was just really enjoyable seeing other people's creations and being able to, like, you know, give, granted, incredibly limited feedback with only, you know, a 1 to 10 rating, but still really cool being able to see that. MCLA kind of feels like a racing RPG. It does. You get the you know, it's a much longer game, lots of progression, lots of, you know, kind of leveling up, but it's, you know, meaningful in a way too. Like, it's not just, oh, you did 3 races in this type of car. Okay, it kind of is that a little bit, which I'm not 100% a fan of, but like a lot of the other aspects though, like it had a really, you know, slow build up, really, really good progression. Like it felt like you were gradually rising up the ranks in like the street racing scene, getting more money, getting faster cars and everything. That's really, really cool. That's also why I like the Churro Q as well. That was one of the games I had listed, because that one is quite literally a racing RPG, like a full story racing RPG, like full JRPG, but with racing instead of like battles and stuff. And it is so cool. The story is a little bit weird, and it suffers some translation errors because it's originally a Japanese game. But oh my gosh, it is that game is a lot of fun as well. But I mean, that's Juice is a very, very good game. The Tokyo Extreme Racer games, pretty much. If you had a PlayStation 2 racing game, odds are it's at least a coin flip as to whether or not it'd be a really, really good or really, really bad game. You probably have better than a coin flip odds. What's up, GTA player? Hope you're doing well today. Right now, we're trying to do the last of the by invitation only races. Eventually getting the Chrysler ME412. A car that could have been but never was. 4 turbos, massive power. Both that and the Cadillac Sienne could have been really, really cool exotic vehicles, but they were never made production. One thing I remember about the first Super Mario is that the beginning is very long and not very fun. You don't have the action command. Oh yeah. Yeah, so you have a lot less control. That's unfortunate. That's why I like usually when you have the games, you can kind of see where you know they make the improvements and stuff like that. Like if you look at Midnight Club 2 versus Midnight Club 3, most of the abilities that you have to unlock and get at least most of the way through LA to use are unlocked right from the start. Oh yeah, no, get Remix. Remix has more cars, more songs, and entirely one extra city with its own like career mode. Get Remix. Remix is better. I mean, if you can get either, I mean, get both because both are really cool. But Remix is basically just 3, but more. It's like 3 is a nice double cheeseburger, right? It's got, you know, a lot of great stuff on it. Full, you know, you eat it, you'll be satisfied, it'll be tasty. Remix is like that deluxe burger. It's got the bacon, it's got, you know, all the extra stuff on it, all the toppings you like, whether it be onion rings or, you know, the pineapple or whatever, or, you know, the jalapeno, whatever you want on it. It is great. I don't know why they had to release 2 versions. So usually, back in the old days, video games didn't really have DLC, right? Because they oftentimes, you know, the internet was, you know, new, and internet connectivity, or consoles connecting to the internet was kind of, you know, a new thing, but it wasn't really widely used. It was mostly just kind of a bit of an afterthought. So you gotta think of that as almost like an updated re-release with like basically patches and other great stuff as well. And it had a lot of great stuff. I think all the club races in this game are random. I think so. Every playthrough with the club races definitely feels very, very, very different. And it never feels like it's the same. Granted, usually by the end you're doing multiple of the like similar races anyway, so it kind of blurs together a little bit. But it is still really, really fun. But no playthrough ever feels the same. But yeah, no, it was, yeah, Remix is basically just Midnight Club 3, but more. So much more. Like, it's an extra, like, you know, what would we just say, Midnight? An extra, like, 8 hours of content? Somewhere on that range? With the Tokyo Challenge? If I get Remix for, like, yeah, no, real big is indeed... real big is in both versions, and it is, oh gosh, it is sort of one of the theme songs of the game. But you get about 20 extra songs, somewhere like that. Many more vehicles. Again, the entirety of Tokyo, and the entire career mode, the Tokyo side of the career mode. It is very fun. I think the street races have different races after the first race, I'm not sure. I don't think the street racers do, but I don't know. Cause early on it feels like you're, granted I kind of do the street races in the same similar order, but like a lot of the stuff. I remember like certain races for like Le Mans or certain races for Dre and everything that happened like even in a second or third race. I don't think it's quite randomized. It may be slightly different order where like you do the first one and then it kind of like changes between the two of them. And it's kind of a randomized order. But I definitely remember like old school being a They have I don't know, I definitely remember a lot of races having like, you know, specific races to them. Like Roy, you know, frequently has the old school race. Even later on. Like I don't remember doing a playthrough against Roy where he doesn't have the old school race. And I don't think old school is the first Roy race. I remember doing, you know, a couple of different races against Naomi. What's her name? The one Japanese lady on the motorcycle. But yeah, her having lots of like highway races. I remember Leo's second race always being an unordered race. So, or second or third race. One of Leo's races always being the one unordered race, which is a little bit tricky. Wish I had the Lose Yourself song in this game. Oh, Eminem's Lose Yourself? Nah, unfortunately they don't have any Eminem songs. But they did, the soundtrack is very good though. Good mix of rock, electronica, rap. They even have dancehall music, which is very cool. It's got its own, you know, very fun rhythm. This is a game that actually introduced me to dancehall. This is pretty much whatever genre you like. There is a good, you know, at least a dozen songs in the game that you will. What? Okay. What was I saying? Oh yeah, whatever genre you like. There's at least a couple dozen songs in the game that you know that are part of that genre that you'd enjoy. Like you know, I love rock music. I love, you know, all of that. And there is, you know, very solid rock music here. Everything from the Black Alps to 9 Black Alps to Jimmy Eat World. It is, you know, very it's a solid soundtrack. I'd say some of the electronica songs are a little bit not quite my taste, but outside of that, it is very good.
Now you're in the game.
There we go. Tasty. We have the Chrysler ME 412. Yes, give it to us. Oh my word. If I wasn't a Midnight Club game, I would only race Japanese sports cars, make up the mouse FC. Put most of the songs in S tier, funny enough. I mean, like I said, like it's all down to, you know, personal taste and everything like that. No matter what you like or don't like, and you can even, granted, I have the music turned off because copyright and everything. But like, you go into the options and you can make it so it only plays rock songs, or you can only plays dancehall, or it only plays rap, and it's really cool. Oh, we do have the CN. I want to get the 412 though. I want to drive that for a little bit. That being said though, fair warning. By the end of the game, you kind of have to be driving an A-class vehicle, which is usually either high-end exotics, like your Chryslers, you know, the Chrysler ME412 or the Pagani Zonda, or you'll be driving a, you know, a sport bike like the Aprilia Mille Factory or the Ducati 999R or the Kawasaki Ninja. Kawasaki Ninja? Yeah. And all of them, you know. So the tuners, the Japanese tuners are really only go up to like C class, and then most of the other tuners, the tuners after that are more so like, you know, sportier exotics and everything. Saleen is so cool. We like the body fit on the car. Oh yeah, no, there's the Saleen. The Saleen is very nice. The ME412 is a very nice vehicle. All of it is really good. I'm gonna take a shower. I need to get ready to modify. All right, take care, Midnight. Have a great night. Oh my gosh, but this though. Unfortunately though, for the exotics, like there isn't a whole lot you can do with them body wise. You know, the body kits, what you see is what you get, and none of those vinyls look good. So I'm gonna keep it like that. Wait. Michigan. Really? 1999 Michigan? Okay. Yeah, sure, let's do that. The customizable license plates though are really cool. You have pretty much everything from all 50 states, and from the three states that the game does take place in, California, Georgia, and Michigan, you do get multiple versions of the of the plates as well, different years, and it is really cool. Nice. There we go. Subtle. Body shop. We can lower the vehicle a little bit. So we're gonna do that. We're gonna drop about an inch. Rear dimensions. We're gonna make the rear tires a little bit thicker. There we go. I like to keep the exotics a little bit more standard. You can put things like spinners and all that stuff on them, but I don't really like that. I definitely feel like it ruins the vehicle. On things like SUVs and like other luxury vehicles, spinners and all the crazy upgrades. Oh yeah. 100%. It is, you know, very nice. But with this, it's sometimes simple is the way to go.
It all comes down to this, man. The US champ races. Everyone's gonna be
oh, this thing is quick. Super quick. And we're going up against someone in a shopper, which is only B class. Yeah, he's not gonna have any luck. basically he's gonna be finishing in last every single race. Choppers in the lower tiers, they're not bad. They're kind of annoying to go up against just because they have better grip than they actually do when they're controlled by the AI. But for the oh gosh, jump. But when you control them, they understeer like a pig. They do not want to turn, and when their special ability roar relies on you drifting to fill it up, you don't really get much use out of their special ability. And basically, especially in the middle of the game, being able to effectively use different vehicles' special abilities, like there, I just used zone. Didn't help me too much there because I got bodied immediately back the opposite direction. Ow. Okay. This game is a very difficult game, though. I will give you full, full disclaimer. It is a challenging game. The speed you're going, the high, incredibly dense traffic, multiple jumps and other sort of gotchas in the game. You do need to kind of really learn quickly. But a good vehicle does help kind of mitigate that and make it so that you can still make some mistakes, but not have too much issue. Yeah, sorry buddy, I'm not gonna pull over. I'm in a supercar, you're in an Impala. Get dunked on. Ow. Okay, fair enough. I got dunked on instead. Alright, nitrous, go. I can cut through here. Ow. Yeah, certain sections of San Diego are not built for faster vehicles. A little bit tricky. We're all good. I gotta make sure I use the zone more. I'm still kind of in muscle car mode where I'm using the moves offensively, whereas with these cars you gotta use moves defensively in order to make sure you can maintain your speed, as opposed to messing up your opponent's speed. There we go. Hello, trolley. And there's the finish line. Perfect. No issues there.
Now you're making me proud.
Now I'm finally making you proud? Okay, I see how it is, Oscar. Getting really close to the top. That's not good enough. I gotta be #1 to make him proud. Okay, I see how it is. I see how it is. This one's got a much kind of a lower, and more muffled because it's got the turbos compared to the louder Saleen's exhaust. Oh gosh, that is a massive map. This is gonna be a long race, but it's gonna be fun though. We get to see the entire city of San Diego. At least, this game's version of San Diego. Get to go past all the sites, all the different sections. A lot of tight, twisty corners. One of the few times where we do have the advantage over the chopper is in the A-class cars with all the twisty corners. The chopper can't turn. Not nearly well enough compared to the supercars. You can even hear the blow-off valves for the turbos as well. This is very nice though. One of the cool features of this car as well in this game is it does have the active aerodynamics. You don't really notice it because you're usually going fast enough for the wing to be lifted up. But like for example, if I were to stop the car, you can see the spoiler go down, You can see it raise back up again, which is a really, really cool feature, and that it did exist in the actual ME412 concept car as well. I'm gonna do a risky maneuver. Come on. We gain the lead temporarily. But man, that Chrysler, ow. That Chrysler is also going incredibly quickly. I gotta try to build back up our zone stash. Gotta drive clean. So I'm not getting this game in a second press. I mean, it's a very solid game. It is a very good game. It's also it is a bit tricky as well. But the challenge and the difficulty is what makes it fun. Because, you know, you're going up against, you know, incredibly quick opponents in an incredibly quick car with massive amounts of traffic. Like, it is a rush. You know, you're thinking, you know, multiple miles a minute. And when you're able to pull off, you know, the moves and everything, or when you get lucky and you kind of, like, zip through the traffic, and you just get through it without even touching anything, that's when you feel, you know, that's when you feel like a king. But it is a very, like, it is definitely one of, I'd put it into, like, the top 10 racing games of the PS2 era. It's definitely among the top 10. Probably even top 5. But that's a much more competitive field with the likes of, you know, various Gran Turismo and Need for Speed games also occupying some of those top slots. So, no, it is very, 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 very solid. My gameplay right now probably isn't quite doing it justice because I am very much kind of pinballing off the walls a little bit. But it is a good game. Alright, nice and easy here. Don't have too much longer for this race. This is a longer race though. Yeah, there it is. There's the finish line. Final corner. Now watch yourselves over the jump. And across the line. Yes.
Yeah, Holmes, that's what I'm talking about.
Nice. That is another racer down. Sweet. That is exactly what we needed. Alright. Now we have Vanessa. I think Vanessa may be the final of the racers. I think so. There she is. She upgraded her Eclipse. Disappeared for a while. And now she's in a Lamborghini. Yes. Absolutely lovely. Very, very nice Lamborghini. And if we beat all the racers, we also get that Lamborghini. Not that pink one, but you know, we do get the Murcielago. Very, very nice car. Oh boy. Vanessa. She gave us trouble in the early game in her Eclipse because it is a fairly quick Eclipse. But now I think she's the final racer for us to beat. Alright, let's do it. Let's give it everything we've got. Everyone's using nitrous. Oh my word, she is tearing like a rocket through the city. Alright, smash through the glass. Carry as much speed as possible. Thankfully, the wider streets and wider alleyways of San Diego compared to Atlanta and Detroit definitely do benefit this vehicle's speed. Like it's able to, it's not as grippy as the Saleen. The Saleen definitely handles a lot better, but this thing's got some, it's got some top end. Like you get this on a highway or a very, very open road, and this thing is quick. What if you use the steering with this game? That I don't recommend that. This game is very much, very deep into the arcade side of the arcade racer. I'm not sure this game has wheel support. I'll have to double check that. But I know it probably wouldn't be as fun with wheel as it is with controller. Controller is definitely much better. It feels really, really good with the controller though. You know, the vehicle is super responsive, very like snappy, very, very quick. Using a wheel probably wouldn't. You lose the necessary, you know, quick reflexes with a wheel.
Look at that. Now this guy's got style. Man, his flavor is something.
Nice. All right. Final. I think this is the final race. Jumps galore. We get an aerial view of San Diego. Massive airtime. Lots of speed. Yes. Everything from Saleen's to Lamborghinis. Do we have our Chrysler as well? There's a truck. We are racing between, you know, heavy sections of traffic at, you know, breakneck speeds, barely avoiding cars, keeping the opponents behind you, navigating to the, you know, making sure you know the city well enough to get to the next checkpoint as quickly as possible. It is very, very fun, very thrilling, and very rewarding if you can do it right, especially if you can do it right on the first try. Like, it is really, really nice. Oh boy. Easy, 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 easy. Alright, doing a little bit of a loop around the Central Plaza. Alright, getting back onto the highway, at least temporarily. Gonna be cutting down through here. There we go. Doop. Alright, back up into Balboa Park. A lot of open area, you can kind of cut through the grass. Minimize our risk of getting hit with traffic. Doesn't minimize our risk of hitting the wall though. That is on me. Oh, over all the buildings. Big air. And across the line. Yes. Bonk. Vanessa got stopped in the tracks by the trolley as well. Man, the Lamborghinis are better than the Saleen even. That's impressive.
Oh, now you think you're in the game, huh?
Maybe. I mean, we did just win the Lamborghini Murcielago. That is something, you know? I mean, look at this thing. Oh my word.
Wow. You think you somebody, don't you?
I mean, we are the fastest street racer
Mr.
in the
Big
US.
Time. Yeah, hey, good job.
Thank you.
Put a lot of work into her. She's gonna fly for you. And she's beautiful.
Yes,
Just
she
look at
is.
her. And she needs to be driven with respect. Not by some San Diego swinger who thinks he's hot stuff or something. So don't be a punk. Enjoy.
Oh, I will. That is beautiful as well. The Murcielago. The Murcielago. Yes. Oh my word. It's not anywhere close to the fastest vehicle in this game. Not by a long shot. But it is so good. It is such a good car. It's just beautiful, you know. Lamborghinis are beautiful. Exotic cars in general are beautiful, but especially the Lamborghini. And we also have different tournament races that when you beat all the races in a row, you get not only a lot of money, but you also get a car, an additional car to use. So now you might be wondering, well, what do we do now, right? Well, we still have a lot to complete, actually. We have all the car clubs, which give us each a unique vehicle specific to that vehicle class. You get, we also have quite a few tournaments to do, which also give us a special vehicle when we beat them. This is one of them here, one of the San Diego Dub tournaments, which will give us a Dub modified SL55, which, you know, is very, very nice. And then, once we do all of that, we have the Tokyo Challenge. That's right, an entire additional section of the career mode where everything is very, very different there. But still absolutely fun. Because there they have special vehicle type tournaments, you know, and vehicle class tournaments as well. So for example, you could have a D-class tournament, which is, you know, the slower cars that you have at the beginning of the game. You get to use those again when they will kind of become obsoleted in the regular career mode. You have race tournaments specific to muscle cars, tournaments specific to tuner cars. Very, very cool. And they give you lots of really, really very beautiful vehicles as well. Oh boy, easy there. Alright. Gotta take that on the chin. Just hope that we don't get caught up by the opponents. Now we should be good. Yeah, no, we are definitely good. We are perfectly fine. Bonk. Alright. Where do we go next? Where do we go next? Where do we go next? Easy. There you are. Yeah, San Diego is probably my favorite of the 3 American cities to race in. It's definitely a bit more forgiving compared to Detroit and Atlanta. And it just looks really, really nice. You see, you know, you're close to the beach, which is always fun. Oh, there's an alleyway to the left. Alright, I missed that. That's fine. Use a bit of nitrous. Use a little bit of nitrous to make up some time. Whew. There we go. Alright, first race of the tournament done. 2 more races left. And you do have to do them in order, though. You can't restart any of the races, otherwise you start back at the beginning. That's the added challenge of the tournament. But it's, you know, you do get the you know, the vehicles at the end are worth it. And also, you don't need to win every race in the tournament. You just need to make sure you win the overall tournament. So theoretically, you can finish second in every race and still win the tournament, having never won a single race if all the other opponents, you know, finish up and down the order and get scrambled up each race, which does happen. But it's very, very easy, or you know, it's easy to kind of relax a bit when you have at least 2 victories early on. The final race, you don't necessarily have to be as quick, and you can still win the tournament. So you push yourself hard early on. Then the final race, you can kind of, you know, be a bit more relaxed. Focus more so on conserving the vehicle. Make sure, you know, you don't wreck out. Make sure you don't, you know, you don't make any stupid mistakes going for a lead as opposed to, you know, finishing a nice second. Sometimes it consistently helps out. Right now they're doing very, very nice. Not too many checkpoints left in the second race. Ooh, hello there, truck. And there's the final checkpoint. Through all the traffic. And roll the car for good measure. Oh yeah, so even if the second place wins the next race, as long as we finish, we win. We can literally finish last and still win the tournament. Hello there. Let's start really quick though. Just want to see how fast we can get going. Oh, that's a bus. That is indeed a bus. Now let's make sure we don't make any mistakes. Well, let's just minimize mistakes anyway. There's no not making mistakes at these speeds. But it's, you know, you can at least minimize the amount of mistakes you're making. Making sure that, you know, you don't do anything silly. Alright, one big loop now. Oh boy. Oh boy. We got this. Yeah, we got this. No issues here. The rest of the course is usually fairly straightforward, if memory is serving me correctly. Yeah, we don't have too much left. Just a couple of standard turns. Weave through traffic there. That was smooth. Oh, and there's the finish line. Victory! Victory! Nice. And of course we got the SL55 Dub Edition. Very, very nice. Look at that. Really cool.
Ain't nothing like a serious Mercedes, Holmes. One of them AMG SL55.
Yes.
Now, this 55 here can really move.
Oh yeah, no. It's very quick. Very fast cars. Probably gonna be using that for the luxury sedan races. I think that's probably gonna be what we end up doing that. But yeah, that's gonna be fun. It's gonna be really, really good. Let's go to the garage. Let's get that SL55 all nice and tuned up. And then we got time for a little bit more. We got time for some of the club races. Let's try to do some of the club races for the luxury rollers car club. Yeah, let's load this vehicle in. Get some nitrous. Yep. And that's it. Cool. Yeah, I forgot. Some of the vehicles that have already been pre-tuned, we can't really do a whole lot with. But it's still really, really nice. Interesting. And that one is much more kind of in your face about it being an AMG. Let's go to the color shop. Let's do. Let's get some other colors going for it. Yeah. That looks nice. With the gold trim as well. I think that looks decent. Yeah, there we go. Alright, let's take on the luxury rollers. Begin taking some of their races down. I don't know if we can get to all of them tonight, but we'll be going at least until like 11:30.
You better know how to drive a car like that.
Yeah, this is beautiful. Absolutely gorgeous. And as you can see here, we don't have any meter to the left. That's because we need to do some of the club races to unlock aggro. I think I might end up being Zoom for this race. But regardless, it's still going to be very, very useful once we unlock it. Yes. And look at that, you get the Chrysler 300C, you get some Lexus GS's. Very, very cool cars. Those are the D-class cars. We're gonna be in the B class. A lot of Mercedes here. Yeah. Got freeway haul. This is gonna be basically up and down the San Diegan highway. Too many sands. Too many sands in California. And it is gonna be a little bit slippery with the rain. Cars do lose a little bit of grip in the wet. So it should be very, very interesting trying to drive this. Because the luxury vehicles are a bit on the heavier side. But they are still they got some decent get up and go though. Decent acceleration. Okay-ish handling. But definitely a lower tier compared to the either the tuners or the muscles. Those are the big lower tier vehicles that you end up using is usually tuner or muscle. Ow. Tuner for, you know, the grip and the maneuverability, and muscle for roar, which is the strongest of the three different abilities against most vehicle types. So, ow. It is good to get the abilities as quick as possible though in the career mode, because it makes the actual career races much more manageable. Alright, easy. Yeah, we can kind of nudge most of these vehicles out of the way. Get past the crashed vehicles there on the freeway. Californian traffic. Alright, now we're barreling towards the finish line on the pier. Bonk. And finish. Nice.
Hey man, come by the shop. I got some incredible new stock in.
And each time you do one of the club races, you do get some customization options for that type of vehicle. So for, like, you know, right now we're unlocking some luxury visual tuning for the luxury vehicles. If we do the truck races, we unlock the visual tuning for the trucks and everything. Ooh, getting some variety here. Got a Dodge concept car back there as well. Very nice. Alright, let's be nice and careful here. Past the marina, past the naval base as well. you can drive on top of that aircraft carrier as well, which is really fun. Ow. I gotta be a little bit careful. We don't have the abilities to really be as effective yet. Another 1 or 2 races, I believe. Where that happens. Minor physics glitch. That comes with the territory of older games. You do get that sometimes where you hit the geometry at just the wrong angle, and the game doesn't like that. Happens with everything. Happens with every game. It is the nature of the beast. Gotta be nice and careful through here. Right now we're keeping our car nice and clean as well. No damages, no scratches. None of that, which is very, very nice. Let's see if we can end the race with a very clean car. I say as I immediately power drive it right into the ground. This thing looks very, very nice. It does have the active top roof as well, though. Unfortunately, we can't lower it, but you can kind of see where it would fold in and everything. In Mini Club LA, you can for convertible cars, you can activate the roof, and it is very, very nice.
All right, Holmes, that's a win, but don't let it get to your head. They got lots of competition.
They do got lots of competition, but that's all right. But we'll be methodically and slowly taking down the competition. And all kinds of cars, while building back up a garage. Should be fun. Alright, Cadillac CTSVs. Very, very nice. And we got a fairly simplistic lap race. Gonna be going pretty quick, fairly high speed here. But it is also fun. It is fun. Although we did kind of pinball a little bit there. Gotta gain a little bit of time back. Ooh, they landed on us. Alright, cool. First lap done. Very, very quick laps. 33-second laps. Let's make sure we don't have too much issues here. I do like the SL55 AMG. Really, really cool. Supercharged V8. Lots of power. Lots of torque as well. Very, very cool. You get luxury. You get performance. You get a convertible top as well. Really, really nice. It's basically, you know, the ultimate German, you know, cruising car. Something you can either take, you know, on a twisty mountain back road and have fun, or something you kind of just chill, drive to the beach and, you know, enjoy yourself there, get some rays. Very, very nice.
What I tell you, SA, it's nothing to be scared of.
There we go. We got aggro or zone for the luxury sports coupes. We're gonna have zone. I think. We'll have to see. We'll have to wait. We'll have to wait and see. I think we're getting zone. Because we are in the two-door sports coupe. Which is fine. Zone is still useful for this car. Not quite as useful as aggro would be, but, you know. Still very, very useful. Lots of Mercedes here. Yeah, we have zone. Zone is still useful, but it's nothing we haven't seen. Just gotta make sure we drive cleanly. Avoid hitting too many things. And the zone allows us to drive even cleaner after that. Nice, nice, nice. Keep it smooth. Yeah, we're not gonna have too much issues here. A lot of wide flowing turns. A lot of long straights. Welcome back, Midnight. Hope you're doing well. We did get the Lamborghini Murcielago, and now we're tackling the Luxury Rollers Car Club. We do have zone for SL55 AMG, and this is very, very nice. Probably going until about 11:30 my time, so another 15-ish minutes. We can get quite a few races knocked out in that time frame. Bonk. And then afterwards, after the stream, I'm gonna be practicing some sim racing, trying to make it so I'm not absolutely horrible in a Circuito Competizione. Because oh boy, ACC has hands. It has hands. Alright, nice and easy. One last jump. Sweet. It's a mod for the original Paper Mario called Book of Mario, and it's got some funny lines. Oh, nice. It's like a ROM hack or something like that. Really cool. That's the thing as well. With the advent of with me getting into emulation, I want to try some. Granted, I want to play the original games on stream first. Like after that, I want to try some like ROM hacks. I want to try some like the PC version of the games with mods. All of that is really, really cool. Oh, we got the VW Phaeton here as well in the race. That's a rare car in real life. In the original version, the yellow bro says you better sleep with one eye open. Dun 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 dun. Enter Sandman. So what does he say in the mod that's badly translated to I slept with my best friend? Oh gosh. I mean, hey, I'm happy for my best friend. You gotta, gotta enjoy life while you can, right? So as long as both parties consented, it's all good. Roll the vehicle.
All right, Holmes, that's a win, but don't let it get to your head. They got lots of competition out there.
Yeah. There we go. That's another one. All right, cool. We are done with San Diego for the Luxury Rollers. But no, it's always kind of fun seeing like the badly translated, where it's been run through like 4 or 5 different translation filters, especially like languages that don't have the same roots. It's very fun kind of seeing how things get kind of messed up. But it's also really silly. And the fascinating Book of Mario, I think I switched them for the Yoshi Kid. Yeah, you did. That one. Oh my gosh. Yoshi Kid. I'm not too sure he can say that. It makes you wonder. It makes you wonder how it even like gets translated into that though. Like, it has to be like some like crazy translation. But oh my word, that's amazing. It's like those older like JRPGs that got translated in English, where certain things when it gets translated, it has a whole bunch of weird errors, weird syntax, or it's some unfortunate euphemism. For example, in the Chrono Trigger, the portal comes out of the closet into a some monster's house. The monster immediately, as soon as you talk to him, man, you came out of the closet. No. Stop telling me what to do. You're not my mom. No. One more corner. 5 more minutes. Fine. There, you happy? Immediately goes away. Pull over. Okay, I did. All right, cool. I'm gonna go smash into someone else now.
That is classic, Izzy.
I mean, by this game's standards, it's a fairly modern vehicle. It's like brand new, basically. Oh, it's getting to that time. It's getting to that time where I'm being sarcastic to the game. Ooh, beautiful, beautiful, beautiful luxury sedans. Man, this, I forgot how much Atlanta had the down and back style courses. This is like the second one in a row. Like, oh my word. It's literally just one straightaway and then another straightaway. I mean, on one hand, it means we can finish it really, really quick. Because there's the finish line right across the city. Just go full ham on the nitrous. Brakes, order that. Turns, order that. Nice. Completely valid reactions. Oh boy.
Yeah, Hans, I'm impressed.
Yep, that is a totally normal reaction to an evil Peach. Did a dub I was based in Monaco 3 twice. A little bit, yeah. Cause with that one, Dub Magazine kind of helped with both of them, with the customization of the vehicles. So you see a lot of like the dub customization for the vehicles here. But also, yeah, I mean it's basically Monaco 3 toys. I had one of those when I was younger. Right at like the kind of the popularity of like the dub culture. And it was, it was the Lexus GS. It was basically the Lexus in the game, and I tried to make the Lexus in the game match the customization that the Jada dub car had, and it was really cool. I actually promoted the Hot Wheels Top Stars diecast to San Diego in this game. Really? Oh my word, that is awesome. That is really cool. I always kind of like it when like video games come with like extra promotional goodies and stuff. It kind of makes the game, you know, extra special. Like for example, the I forget what store was doing it, but when Need for Speed: The Run came out, they were running a promotion where if you bought the game, you got the it wasn't Lego, but it was something else. But it was the basically the you know, kind of a put together model of like a Need for Speed edition Porsche 911 GT3, and it was super cool. I have a price of 300C in the poster in the game. Nice. See, it's stuff like that, or like, you know, like the GTA games where you get the map of the city. It's that extra stuff that like I absolutely love. It just adds to the experience. Like nowadays, you pick up the game, and like it doesn't even have like the manual. And maybe I'm weird, but I kind of liked reading the manual because it kind of got you into the vibe of the game as well. Or like, you know, I kind of, you know, riding in the back of the car, you know, parents taking home from the game store, and you're like, oh my gosh, you're kind of reading up on, you know, how to play the game and everything, so that way you can kind of hit the ground running. It was fun. I kind of miss that. I wish more games included, you know, manuals like, that had, kind of in-world, in-character, like, manuals, where basically, if you're just in a street racing game, it kind of talks about, like, the street scene, like, actually happening and everything, and using some of, like, the slang in the game and all that. Like, that'd be really, really cool. But it was a product of its time, I guess. I guess it's not really in vogue to do that. Too expensive to make a booklet. And Club 2 was entitled for launch. Interesting. I'm not too sure. Like other arcade racers, I could definitely see like a wheel still being enjoyable, even if a bit more difficult. But for the Midnight Club games, I can't for the life of me see playing them with the wheel. You're going way too quickly, and you need to basically kind of like go full opposite lock at a moment's notice, either full left or full right, with multiple button pushes and everything. It's definitely a game that's built much more for a controller than a wheel. But like other like semi-arcadey-ish games, like Juice could probably be pretty easily played on a wheel and could actually be probably about equal in terms of how enjoyable it is, whether on a wheel or on a controller. Need for Speed Pro Street, I don't think Need for Speed Pro Street has wheel support, but if it did, that'd definitely be the game to have wheel support on, with it being a bit more into a bit more grounded in its in its presentation and in its handling. I'm gonna head off now. It's been fun. Bye. Alright, have a great night. Make sure you get lots of rest, and hope tomorrow is a good day for you. I'll probably be ending the stream in like another 5-ish minutes, so. Ow. Nice. The truck is completely smashed. Is someone else gonna wreck into it? No one else is gonna wreck into it. But you can see it's completely smushed. We hit it really, really fast.
You might want to invest on that bread in your right.
Nah, I'm gonna hold off on that. We have this car here. It is very nice. I don't necessarily want to waste my money. I think we got time for 1 or 2 more races. We'll probably at least do the last race in Atlanta, and then we'll be ending the stream. Two, 1, let's roll. But yeah, this is basically where you begin getting like massive amounts of money, and you can begin kind of just absolutely filling your garage, because it's basically kind of end game content. But it is a lot of fun. You get to see all the different vehicle types, all the different vehicle handling. You get to have the pain of the choppers. I might do choppers next after the luxury sedan, just so I can get it over with. But yep, always good. Always fun kind of doing the car club races. I wish there was more of them. Or at the very least, you had like unique, city races and everything for different car classes and car types. That way you could kind of experiment with different vehicles, even in the lower tier. Once you kind of got further in the game and got more money and everything. I think that'd be really, really cool. Someone can make like a mod of Midnight Club 3, because people have made mods of Gran Turismo 4, and that's a PS2 only game. Someone can make a mod for Midnight Club 3, make it available. That would be super, super cool. Or like a ROM hack or something. Where you can, the city races at least have the different, car class and car type restrictions.
Oh, now you think you're in the game, huh?
Yeah, like each race we're getting, 16,000, 20,000, lots of money. All right, that was the last race in Atlanta. So we're probably gonna be ending this stream there. That being said, thank you all so much for watching. I do appreciate it. If you enjoyed the stream, please leave a like, subscribe. Let me know what I'm doing well in the comments below. If you didn't like the stream, please let me know what I'm doing poorly so I can fix that in the future. That being said, I've been Umbras. Wherever you are in the world, whatever time of day it is for you, may it be a great time. And I'll see you on the next stream. Until then, take care everybody. Bye bye!